shit. Oh, wait. Oh, we're on. Hold on. We've got sound. Oh, we're on. Hold on. All right. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Taylor T. Shieldfo. If you guys have not joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. That way you are notified every time I go live. You guys, it's been roast balls out here. I don't know if you guys can tell. I got a little tan going on, kind of dark. But today we're gonna do a collective spread, just so that you guys are aware. But also, I always do Mondays, catering to different elements. So I will do a special piece for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Everything will be time stamped if you don't want to hear all messages, just so that you're aware. Don't forget you can book with me on my website, vixenafterdark.com. Everything's in the description box down below. So let's get started, guys. Have you been feeling it? The moon just went from Gemini to Cancer. It's going to be there for a couple of days. So I figured I'd mention it because I'm looking at the charts right now. And we also have Mars in Cancer. I did do a video on that. You guys can definitely, excuse me, you guys can definitely tap in on that energy. Okay. Just a quick couple of pointers here for the collective. So whenever the moon is in Cancer, it's going to, of course, be a heightened type of emotional pattern that we're going through. Extra sensitive, okay, you guys? So also, too, the need to be very comfortable and the desire to have those connections, to feel safe and secure and things of that nature, right? So don't forget, we're gonna have that strong urge to possibly maybe connect with your loved ones, like if you have a lover, relationships that actually mean something to you, and also family members, okay? This is a time where you want to create a sense of home and a sense of belonging. So a lot of people, some people are out there confused right now, you know, it's like, damn, do I go back? Do I reply back? Do I message them back? Should I just open the door again? No, close it. A lot of you guys have some people creeping back, but remember, you're not second best. You're not the second option. You are the first. If some people want to double back on you, really think about it. You know, you have free will, utilize your discernment, but I just want to remind you, just here to remind you, you know, it's a grand thing to go back to connections as far as reflecting, right? There's a reason why it didn't work, and there's a reason why those people aren't in your life. This could be friends, this could be lovers, family members, I don't care who they are, co-workers, whatever. There's a reason why you guys have separated. There's a reason why there's space. So really kind of sit in that energy and feel it out, right? I always say, feel those emotions, especially if they're hard. You know, you feel kind of sad, down and out, but don't sit there for too long, because idle mind is a devil's playground, and you can end up in a depressed state. You don't want to be there. You want to be happy, go lucky. You want to vibrate high, right? You just want to live life, but you also want genuine people that are around you. I get it. And this is what we're feeling like right now with the moon in Cancer. So it's all about protecting what you have and who has been there, like protecting your loved ones and protecting the things that you value, Sun in Taurus. Of course, with all the other signs that we have in Taurus as well. So remember, we got Uranus in Taurus, North Node is in Taurus, so Mercury's in Taurus. So it's kind of like you have to, you know, speak up, you know, say how you feel in a manner of the things that you care about, okay? Telling people that you love them, all right? Now, oh, I'm looking here, looking at the degrees. So I feel, you know, not I feel, this is the energy. A lot of people are going to act out on their emotions too, because remember, Mars is in Cancer. Check that video out. I did that video. You guys can see separate signs. But Mars is also in Cancer. So people are going to be acting or reacting on those emotions, okay? So like I said, you're gonna get those messages, you know what, I want you, I love you, I just realized, you know, or people are going to be on the downplay of that, like, you know, projecting their emotions out because they don't know how to control them. So they're gonna be projecting, some people that haven't healed certain wounds. So be cautious of the conversations that you're carrying with other people, and also think of the thoughts that are coming in your mind as well. You want to be very careful with the things that you say. Remember, once you say something, you can't really take it back, right? Someone's always going to remember that. So just be very cautious of that. Just create a safe space for you to go to whenever you feel like you want to do something. A couple of my friends are doing some wonderful, beautiful things with alchemizing this energy right now, and I just want to take a shout out to them for doing so. Some people are out there not doing so well, but remember, not everything is your cross to bear. And also, too, don't allow people to just dump on you. Make sure you're also asking, hey, do you have space for me today? Or can I talk to you for a minute? It's just because you don't know what someone else is going through. So even though you guys can be friends or family members, whatever, and you always go to them, but you'll check on their mental first before you just kind of, you know, let the cat out the bag, right? With Mars in Cancer, it's just definitely going to be lots of familiar situations that we've gone through probably. But now, if you're looking at it on another side, you're like, you'll be able to call out when someone's projecting. You'll be able to know when they're upset. So you can either flee the scene, or if you have space to listen, hey, by all means, you know, we all need that person that we can go to and talk to, right? So I feel like, you know, within personal relationships, it's like we want to feel special. We want to feel valued. We want to feel loved. We want to know that it's real and raw and authentic, and we want to be nurtured, right? I know I'm feeling it too. I'm not out of this mold either, guys. So so just whatever you can do right now, just prioritize the ones that you do care about the most. And because right now people can be very overly defensive, and you know, it's just based off of their emotions, really. This is really not the time, y'all. Like, we really need to come together. There's ways that you can let out your emotions. I call this shadow work, okay? You can journal, you can listen to your music, take a walk, you know, go ride your bike, go take a drive and listen to music, whatever you got to do. I know some people have some vices, but I recommend doing something that's going to actually maybe it could be an educational piece or a teaching moment, especially if you're dealing with other energies. Instead of just projecting back at them or arguing, you know, take it as a teaching point, you know, like, oh, this person needs to do shadow work. Okay, so how should I really come at them right now? Because this is not about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So really take heed on that, okay, you guys? And it's going to be very, very emotional. Now, especially for the water energies, okay? I'm going to talk about each water sign separately, but I really wanted to just kind of get that out there, okay? So let's go ahead and pull for the collective right now. I've got my oracles here, okay? Let's see what comes out. Let's go ahead and use oracles today. I don't know if I feel like utilizing tarot. If you guys are live with me, or if you're not live, you're watching, go ahead and thumbs up the video and comment. How are you guys feeling? We do also have lots of solar flares going on right now. If you guys look at the Schumann Renaissance, honey. Woo-wee. Okay. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's do a quick collective, and then I'll do individual signs. As you guys know, throughout the week, I usually do that. So Tuesdays will be fire, and then Wednesday will be earth, and then I think the moon will switch. Let's see, where's the moon going to move into after Cancer? So let's see, today's Monday, right? Probably stay here for until Wednesday, let's see. And then it's going to go into Leo. Fire energy. Woo-wee. Fire on fire. So a lot of people are revealing their true colors, okay? The veil is gone, honey. you're going to start to see a lot of people kind of fall off the map. You're going to start to see how you don't mesh with certain people. You're going to start to notice where your time and energy should be going. You're going to start to see people who value you and people who don't value you. You're going to start to notice the people that only need you whenever they need you, but they never check on your mental. There's a lot of that going on. It's as time progresses, we're going to see people revealing themselves even more here. Okay, let me get a collective. What do we have here for the collective? I just felt like pulling cards today. I wasn't gonna go live, but something told me go live. Yeah, see, many transformations are occurring right now. This is the death and rebirth phase of a lot of things right now. Okay, some people are going to be very useful in life right now at this time, and some people aren't going to be so useful. So you have to know who, you got to choose a side in a sense. Like, who do you want to be around? And I feel like right now people want to be around, like I said, people that are loyal, genuine, the people that are going towards something, that have structure, that do want to work on themselves. And remember, we're all not perfect. We're not going to be like this perfect package that you can just unwrap, right? We should be working on ourselves, but some people don't. They don't want to see the shadow side of themselves or tap into that. And they feel like they're just all merry and fine. But then until something happens and then boom, they start yelling and arguing and projecting and saying things to you that they probably don't even mean, but it's some things that they've been holding back, right? So we have to remember that. So I love this with this beautiful rose behind here. I would say accept that you are changing. Accept that things around you are changing. Instead of looking at it as a victim or woe is me kind of an energy, see where you can slide in and roll with the current. Have some, boundaries set for yourself, whether you're dealing with other people, but if this is like personally for you, make sure that you have goals in mind. Like, have a template of things that you want to get done, things that you want to achieve. That way you can transmute your energy whenever need be, especially if you're dealing with this energy that's going on right now, okay? It's very heavy, but I do know that if you are flexible, right? Becoming flexible, there is strength within every single one of us, okay? We just have to know how to pull it out. So think of your mind as like a hard drive, right? And you have like all these archive files from way back when, like those are memories from your childhood all the way up till, today, right? Some we don't remember until we get triggered or until someone mentions something, and then it's like, boom, okay, you brought that file to the front. So what I want you to do right now is gather the strength, honey, okay? Because things are going to be put to the forefront for you to deal with now. Let's say, for example, something happened about a year ago. They're going to be coming up again. And the reason being is because it might be a different person or a different face, but it's the same situation. It's because there's a lesson within that, okay? So you got to be flexible and learn to adapt in these different energies that are coming towards you, okay? I like the lion here. It's like tiger energy, but it's like Leo energy. It's like having the strength, right? The inner strength, right? Not outer, but you might need to have that as well, but it's more having the strength within. This is not for the meek and this ain't for the weak. So if you want to sit there and just let life pass you by, that's the wrong energy to be in. You really want to take action, because with this Pluto and Aquarius energy, Pluto moves really fast, and that's part of the transformation. Things around you could be happening so quick, and it can make you feel like you're being sucked into a hole, either going down a rabbit hole, going down, or it can make you feel like you're going into another portal going upward. So where are you at? Are you just in the middle? Are you stuck, stagnant, or do you feel like everything's going so fast and you just feel like you have so many things and you can't achieve them? That's like literally going down the rabbit hole. Or you feel like, okay, you're moving with the current, you're doing the best that you can, putting your one foot forward every single day, nobody's perfect. This journey is not peaches and cream, but it's definitely necessary, and it's so worth it, because the more you find out about yourself, the more you can master how to rock with what's going on around you. You know, it's the simple things. Keep things as simple as possible right now. That way you won't feel like you're falling down instead of moving in an upward fashion, okay? You have to find ways, like outlets, I should say. Get some outlets going for you. What are some things that you're working on right now? You know, what are some things that you like to do to make yourself feel better? Not saying to go grab a bottle, because that doesn't work. That doesn't help. Not saying to go, you know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own. You guys have your things that you do, right? But those are temporary when you utilize vices, okay? They're temporary because you go back to the same shit, right? So more solution based. I feel like make your life as simple as you can, you know? If you have to write it out, I think that's the best way to go here, okay? Because if you think about it, think of life as a movie and you're the main character. Let's say you have some kids that look up to you. Imagine there's a camera on you at all times. How would you act? Are you going to be that leader or are you going to be the follower? Which one are you? Some people, like I said, there's some people out there that are just following along with whatever the news tells them to do, whatever their boss tells them to do, whatever, you know, anybody tells them to do. They just kind of just, you know, botting around life, okay? Then there's some that are going against the grain, really doing the things that they want to do, you know, and utilizing their throat chakra and saying it with conviction. And they're gaining new morals, values, and beliefs and making things happen for themselves. You know, being very innovative, doing things in a new, sporadic kind of a way where it just grabs the attention of other people to where you can help, you know, change the perspective of your community, whatever that is for you. And you have this star in here too, okay? Now, I know there's some people, this polar bear, it's like a cold energy, but sometimes you have to kind of let people go and you have to release. They may see you as someone being cold to them, but you're just protecting your peace. You're protecting your mental. You're doing what's best for you. If you really think about it, when shit hits the fan, who is there for you? You probably are a person that's always there for everybody else, but is there anyone there for you? You have to really look at those things. And once you see that, you'll then begin to thrive, okay? So I feel like, you know, as a collective, we can thrive. We will be thriving. I feel like if you just change your thoughts, change your perspective, and be a little bit more optimistic, you'll be able to navigate a little bit easier. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something or that you don't know something. You do know. You just have to remember, okay? We got one that fell on the floor. Use some oracles for the collective. Ooh, that one flipped over real quick. Hold on, we got one more. Yeah, look at that. See? Those envious spirits. People are going to be looking at you. If you're able to alchemize this energy and transmute it, you're not getting mad. You're not sitting in a corner crying, upset, depressed, stressed, and you're really like just either in your own bubble, you're working it out, doing what you got to do, making yourself feel good. Some people don't like that. I was just talking to somebody today, or was it, no, yesterday, about how, you know, when you come all happy and bubbly, it's like when you come around those people, that are sad, upset, and mad, they get irritated by your spirit. Just because you're happy and you're upbeat and you're feeling good. They're like, why isn't this person pissed off? Like, they're not going to be mad with me. They're not going to agree to the bullshit that I just said. They don't see it as bullshit though. But you know what I'm saying? It's like they want that justification of bullshit. It's like they want to bring you down. So don't let any low-hanging fruits bring you down. So people are going to be reacting to certain things. And like I said, they're going to be telling the truth. So when that happens, like, don't react. Just, you know now how to move, period. Okay. So number 22 equals 2. Focus on you. Okay. Let them watch. You know, I remember a while back there was a conversation about putting energy towards blocking people or removing them as friends, whatever. Some people get butthurt. Oh, they unfriended me on Facebook. Like, we weren't even talking anyways. So what's the point? You know, some people have their ideals about that. I feel like blocking is just too much energy. It's kind of like you letting the person know that, you know, you're letting them know that what they say matters in a sense. Now, this can be situational, okay? Some people you just gotta just like you can't like it's just that energy they should have no access. I get it. There's some you gotta just block, you gotta just go, and there's some people you can just quietly unfriend them. You don't want to see their stuff on social media or just don't talk to them, text, call, none of that stuff. Um, there's so everything's situational, right? But just get away from that energy because those are those people that feed off negative things, okay? We're on the door to going towards our higher self and healing and trying to gain some type of stability and be happy, right? So I definitely want to reiterate that, okay? Now, many changes are happening. So I recommend if you don't know something, the best thing to do is just keep your mouth closed if you don't know some shit. Go in the house, go in your room, go on the computer and research first, before you just start engaging in these conversations that are being held right now. Some people think they just know everything, and the way that they inform you is as if they are superior. So pay attention to that energy too. Feel like we're all one collective consciousness, but some may know more information. Some people have been down here a couple of times, to inform us, okay, on how to move, check, and jive. So shout out to those people that are keeping the conscious community aware. But then there's some people that just they're not all there and they act like they are, right? You know those people. It's becoming more transparent now as time goes by. Who are those people that were faking the funk is what I like to call it. They're diminishing slowly but surely. You'll start to recognize who those people are in your life, okay? Even if you don't know them personally, it could be something that someone you've been watching, right? So you have to activate that crown. I always say during meditation, activate diamond to cleanse my first eye. Okay, not many know that they can do that, but you can do that. That way you can see a little bit more, okay? You don't need to microdose to do this, but hey, you can do that too. But just saying, you gotta scrub it off, right? Scrub that first eye and get ready for this change. I got a lot of 5s here on the board as well. Like I said, just being very flexible with all of the new changes. Lots of shifts are coming in, okay? So don't forget to take action on your endeavors, okay? 17 equals 8 to allow the abundance to come in. If you're paying attention to what is on someone else's plate, what they're eating, and your table is empty, you're looking and caring about, you're in the wrong direction. You need to be focused on yourself, taking action. I don't care how slow it is, because you have a slow horse and a fast horse here, okay? Putting one foot in front of the other is what matters. Getting yourself up back off the ground, standing on 10 toes, putting your crown back on, and moving the way that you need to be moving, because we all want to receive the grand things in life, right? But we can't do that if we're complaining constantly. We can't do that if we're hanging around negative energies. We can't do that if people are pulling us down and draining our energy. So those are just examples. Just recognize those things. Get into the mode of taking action, because Mars in Cancer will leave you in an energy where you don't feel like doing anything. And you just kind of want to do that this weekend. I'll do that another day. Oh, you know what? So by the time you know it, it's just, you never end up doing anything, right? So it's time, take action. Mars doesn't like to be in Cancer. So you have to go do the opposite. So whenever a planet is not home or in a likable space, you always got to pull out the opposite energy. I know it can be tough, but that's why you have the temple to path here, okay? This is also the time to, be around like-minded energies, Okay, that way you can celebrate your wins. That way they can celebrate you as well and your achievements and what you have going on. If you have people that are supporting you in your endeavors, that's really key right now. It's very hard to get maybe family and friends to support, but a stranger will support real fast, right? What's up, Shakira? Pisces, gang, gang. So I feel like here you just have to be in the know, utilize your gut and your intuition like to the T right now. It needs to be on point. So you can't be cluttered with BS. Straight up, okay? We also have a man holding a heart here. So some of you guys could have, you know, people, of course, it's retrograde. There could be some loving situations where people could be holding space for you somewhere, just waiting for you to react, just waiting for you to just come save them. And the best thing for you is to operate in a love frequency. Now, some of you guys, depending on the situation, you may act on this. You may talk to the person. This could be a family member, a friend, a loved one, an ex, whoever. You know, utilize your discernment, okay? And some people may just kind of, I can love them from afar. So really make that decision for yourself. A 45 equals 9, which is you've completed something. So some of you guys, congratulations, you've passed the test. You didn't go backwards in a way where you just kind of had no boundaries and you just kind of fell back into a rabbit hole to repeat another cycle of the same sort. Some of you guys, congratulations. You actually probably have closed out a cycle by letting somebody know, nope, you can't mess with me like that. I'm not going to be here whenever you just need me, whenever you want me kind of energy. You know, you set your boundaries, you shut the traps up, you know what I'm saying? So, and you're moving along and living life. So congratulations if you've done any of those things. That means you're still operating out of a love frequency. There's no hate. You've learned a lesson. And you know now what to do and what not to do for next time, right? If any of these situations should still arise. Let me pull up some chakra cards here. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Give me something for the collective chakras. Love that. The first card that I see, I love it. It's beautiful. I've been talking about this for a while for some reason, and that's what the images and video clips I've been seeing as far as unity. Okay, 38 equals 11. You've been seeing 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, 3, 8, 3, things of that nature. So I feel like here we all need to really come together. She looks like a warrior goddess here. Okay, she has the sun behind her, and she's got her sword ready to come out. I'm telling you, that's literally screaming Moon in Cancer, Mars in Cancer energy. Like, I'm gonna let it out if I need to let it out. This is also a throat chakra card too, the color blue. I definitely feel this is like being transparent. Okay, if you're around people and they just always have to, like, I don't know, it's like they have to play a character. They have to put on some type of, like, it's like they're hiding from themselves kind of an energy. Like, run, you know, because if they don't know who the hell they are and they don't know what they got going on and they got to fake the funk to be around you, they got to put on a facade, you got to meet their representative, then that ain't it. It's all about being genuine, being you. Like, you know, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? It's like you watch people like that. The best visual I can give is like, you know, when you watch people online, it's like, are they hopping in the bonnet sometimes, no makeup on? Or are they always dolled up and dressed up and they have this image and they talk a certain way to, like, get, you know what I'm saying? Like, which one? Like, who's more transparent there? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I'm not saying judge anybody, but you know the energy, what's real versus what's fake, and you have to really decipher that so that you can find those good, genuine people, those solid people, and actually give them a chance. Now, this may be very hard, especially if you haven't done a lot of shadow work. I know shadow work is like a lifelong journey, aka healing is a lifelong journey, right? Because like I said, not everybody's going to be like, oh, I'm done with my healing. Like, what? I'm done with my shadow work. What? There's always something to work on. What it is, it's like we're working on things as we continue to grow, so that it's not a trigger anymore of negative energy. Okay. Now it's just an archive, right, in the back of our minds. We freed ourselves. We broke the chains off from that. Okay, so now we're able to move on. So I feel like we have to come together more than ever with this unity card. So like I said, there's people that resonate with you, you know, let them know, hey, I really like your energy, or I appreciate you saying that or doing that. It's really the time, because you never know, that one sentence can go a long way. Even a smile at someone outside can go a really long way. Sometimes you never know that some people don't even have anyone to connect with throughout their whole entire day. Some people don't even get a hello or a goodbye or a see you later or a hug or something. You just never know, you know? And so whatever you can do to keep that love frequency going so that you can vibrate high, those are just a couple of things I named off. You know, make sure you take those action steps throughout the day. Okay, we're not always gonna have it. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. We ain't always gonna have it, right? Like, we're not always gonna be like, oh my god, perky and high energy. I'm more high energy than ever most of my days, but you know, some days I'm just like, I ain't got it. You know what I mean? I ain't got it, and that's when I fall back. And then I get myself together, and then whatever, you know, I deal with it, go through the fire, walk through it, you know, use my little ways that I do, and so boom, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like, stand tall, like, we got this, right? But I always have that sword on the side when need be. Okay, so we do have challenges. Okay, there could be some challenges that may arise. Now, if you're a person that's been prepping, like, prep as much as you can for any types of situations right now. I feel like that is the name of the game. If you haven't been prepping the last couple of years, ooh, it might be a little challenging for you, to where you're like frustrated, challenging. Like, that's fire energy right there. It's really like, it's gonna block you from being in more of a creative space. You're just gonna be focused on what you don't have, and you know, trying to get something. You know, you don't want to be in that energy, but you know, we're not all on the same accord clearly in life. But I feel like definitely just make sure that, you know, you guys are hey Kiki, thanks for tuning in. Just make sure that, you know, whenever challenges do arise, come up with solutions, figure out solutions, research solutions. Like, I don't know about y'all, but screw Google. I've been using TikTok University. I swear to God, ever since like 2020, I've learned way more things on TikTok than I have in life. Sometimes I'd be like, dang, TikTok did it again. I don't know why, but I don't use everything, you know. I take a lot of things for face value, but you know, it's a good source in a sense, right? Just to find solutions. There's always some creative mind out there. Like, for example, let's say you lost your charger. There's ways to charge your phone without having an outlet or electricity. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example of what I'm talking about. But you know, we do have heightened sensitivity. I knew this card would come out because there's a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, and it's going to be a little bit rough. Some of us may recognize that the people that we love so dear, that we actually care about, we have to leave them alone. We can't talk to them, just for your own mental health, just for your own sake, just for peace, just to feel a little happy. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, it's hard, it's rough, but sometimes we have to do it. Like I said, you can love people from afar. It doesn't have to be turmoil. It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be anything. You just, you know, let them live their life and you live yours. That just period. Okay. So I definitely like all these fives, you guys. 555. Lots of endings too, and major shifts. Transformation is coming in. You just have to be like a chameleon. Okay. So like I said, learn to master yourself. You can start there by downloading your natal chart, reading about yourself, and then dissecting piece by piece. I try and do that on this channel with other videos. Please watch those. I know there's many other creators as well that I can plug you with if you just DM me on Instagram. But once you master yourself, you'll know how to navigate. You'll know how to move. And then you won't give up so much of all your skill sets and everything that you know to people that don't even deserve to know. that don't even deserve your time and energy. You know what I'm saying? You won't exert yourself. You'll be, you know, be picky, shit, be choosy, because you deserve the best, right? It's the days are over where people can just walk all over you. The days are over where you're just passive aggressive and oh whatever. You don't want to be in that energy because then people will take advantage of you. They take advantage of how nice you are, how sweet you are, how kind you are, how much you know. It's kind of like keeping a credit card in a wallet. Like they see that you're valuable in that way, but you're not valuable enough to them to where they can check on you to make sure you're good. You know, that's not right, right? So we got to remove ourselves from those energies, guys, okay? I'm going to do a quick separation here really quick. So we're going to tap into the different water elements. I am going to start off with Pisces. So Pisces, specifically for you, the download that I got for Pisces during Moon in Cancer with Mars in Cancer right now. So this is going to definitely be, especially Pisces, your intuition is going to be off the rocker, off the Richter, off the meter. And I want you to pay attention to this. Let me give you an example of how cool this is going to be for Pisces right now. Like, let's say, for example, I don't know, for some reason you hopped in your car, you got your water bottle, right? And you look at your water bottle, but you didn't pay any attention to it. You look at it, you stopped, you paused, and then you started driving, right? And mind you, you had this water set to drink for the rest of the day. So the time that you actually need the water, you forgot to put the water in the jug, but something told you to go do it. It's like you're always going to be a couple of steps ahead, but you have to pay attention to the signs and recognize them. So if you're staying in the omnipresent, you'll be able to peep this. This is your intuition. This is your higher self talking to you. It's like you're connected with your higher self so deep right now that you're going to get premonitions on the spot, but you have to be aware of the sign. You have to see it. You just got to know it. You got to feel it. Like you'll have a quick thought and then boom, there's so many distractions around us, right? You know, let's say for example, you're like, oh, I should have went left. Or you know what, I'm going to go left and I'm going to go here and get a smoothie, right? And then something threw off your route, threw off your plans, and all of a sudden you're like on your phone scrolling at a light, or you're, you know, something happened or someone called you and then you end up going a whole nother way. Like you don't even, you know, when you should have listened to your intuition because now you maybe hit traffic and now it's like wherever your destination you're going is going to take you an extra 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's just things like that that happen. They could be so minute, but it's the reason why you need to pay attention and stay in the present, if that makes sense. That way those things don't happen, and that way your day will feel smooth and it'll just kind of feel like, oh shit, everything's in sync. Everything's lining up for me, you know? Always say that to yourself, and then you'll start to really peep that a little bit more because your empathic abilities are definitely increasing for Pisces right now, okay? So it's making you more in tune with people's emotions. You could walk into a store and let's say you roll up to the register, you could tell this person is sad as hell, they depressed or mad, they don't like their job or something like that, or you can tell if they're having a grand fucking day. You're going to be able to literally read emotions off people as if like they had a cue card on their forehead or it said the emotion on the hat or a shirt. Like you're just going to know it right off the gate for Pisces, okay? Also too, you guys may feel a very strong, Pisces are very nurturing, right? So you guys are going to feel like you need to care for other people. Like it's just going to be a natural thing. Like if you see an old lady drop something, you're going to pick it up and give it to her, right? Or you're going to let somebody go ahead of you when you're driving instead of them just waiting. It's those little things, but when you keep paying attention to those little things, you keep doing those things, guess what? Those are esoteric coins. They're going to get returned right back to you. As above, so below. So make sure that you're doing that and paying it. That lets the universe know and your higher self know that you're on the same accord. Like it's like saying, I got you. Oh, I heard you. All right, boom. Write down some moments where that's actually happened, where you really listened to your intuition and you knew you should have because you avoided hella bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like your friend asks you to go somewhere and you're like, no, you know what, I'm just gonna stay at home. And then you're thinking in your bed like, damn, I should have went. And you're looking at everybody's Snapchat, Instagram stories, look like they're having fun. But then boom, the next day you hear all the drama, all the bullshit. You avoided all kinds of shit. Why? Because you listened to your intuition. It can be that simple, okay? But yeah, you guys are gonna find a really strong urge to just support other people in their endeavors and what they have going on, which is beautiful. I'm pulling cards for you guys too right now, but I just want to get these downloads out for you. And also too, you may find yourself kind of like, think of yourself like a nurse. Like Pisces, you're going to feel the energy of being like a caregiver kind of an energy. Like you really want to nurture those. I don't know, you just have this loving, it feels really like juicy. Like it just feels so healing and soothing and comforting. So many people are going to be attracted to you, Pisces, when you're in this energy. They're definitely going to be like coming to you, wanting to be healed, wanting to be soothed, because you're just a natural healer. And if you really know your superpowers, you know how to turn that on when you really need to heal, like for real. Like I'm talking like Reiki vibes, okay? Also too, for Pisces, you may feel a little bit more focused on making sure that whoever you are vulnerable with, that they're giving you that safe space that you can trust them. It's kind of like you're, I don't want to say looking for it, but you're trying to create some sense of safety and security with your emotional box, okay? You may have things you want to say to people and it might bring you to tears, you know? And you can test this out by like, if you watch a TV show and you just like, they're so talented, you just start crying. Like, that's how you know. Like, you're looking for the space to really just let it out. You're really looking for that. So some of you guys could be creating that space, whether it's meeting new people or deepening a connection with certain people, or, you know, trying to get more in tune with your loved ones or a partner that you have, things of that nature. I've been knowing how people feel. Boom. So true. Right, Shakira? So, yeah, you guys are definitely just going to take action. You're going to try and take action on also working on controlling your emotions, but also to knowing how your emotions can also, being vulnerable with people, can influence other people to kind of open up, influence other people to see, look, I'm not this, you know, what's that? What do they call it? Just because I have a resting bitch face doesn't mean that I don't have feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like opening the gates and letting people know, like, hey, I'm human. I got feelings too. I'm here. Hello. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I got for Pisces for sure. You're just going to only want to be around people that you know care about you. That way you can really open that up. And you're also going to try and create those spaces with other people. Give me some energy for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Jesus. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I don't know why they want me to pull this deck, but we are doing it. Going to find out, Charlie. Let's see here. So we'll do the reversals first. Yeah. So Pisces, I feel like there could have been, you know, some cases where, so right now we're dealing with a lot of material possessions, things that we value, right? Because let me pull up the chart here, because we got Uranus in Taurus. Mercury's also in Taurus, okay? So talking about manifesting the things that we want to happen, right? To come into fruition. Things that we definitely value that we want to have, okay? Major shifts, and also Pluto in Aquarius is causing these transformations. It's still at a low degree. It's at 0 degrees, guys, but still, it's like, it's here. You know what I'm saying? It's here. So whatever you've been dabbling into, go balls to the walls, go 1,000 times harder for yourself. But I feel like here, you're going to start to recognize all the illusions that could have been placed by you or that you've signed up for. You didn't know that they were illusions at first, probably because we did have what? Oh, well, still is Saturn in Pisces and Neptune's in Pisces right now. So people could have been trying to sell you a dream, selling you a pipe dream. Yeah, hop on this opportunity with me. Yeah, we're gonna make hella money. I got like 5 racks yesterday. And they're gonna try and get you in on it. You thought it was cool, and then now you're seeing, straight illusion. No, it's not gonna work. That's fake. So you could be disappointed by people trying to put you onto things, or say they're going to be there for you and they haven't been, or say they're going to be your accountability partner, they haven't been, say that you guys are going to do all these things together and it's not there, it's just gone. And you could have been living in la la land thinking, you know what, I believe them because they cool, they genuine, we got good vibe, we got good energy together, I don't think they're going to steer me wrong. And then boom. Now, this is a secret kind of an energy. I feel like only you kind of know this in your mind now. So it's like you coming up with a master plan on how to get out of the illusion and to make something actually work for yourself, okay? Because it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel here, it's like someone gave you a false sense of security in a sense. But this can also you be looking at the world and what's going on, right? With the whole money situation and Fed coin and all that shit. Like, you're like, damn, no more Cash App, PayPal. How's I'm gonna get paid in my side hustle? Hold on, I gotta really rethink this shit. So it could be you like noticing all this stuff and really trying to come up with some kind of master plan for something to work out for you, okay? Yeah, because that's Taurus energy here. And watch those videos that I did with, I think I did Uranus and Taurus and Mercury and Taurus. Go watch those videos too, Pisces, just so that you're aware. It might have an extra message in there for you. So we do have here some decisions, of course, that you have to make, okay? Many decisions that are coming about for you, okay? Now this is, are you going to remain stagnant and stuck, or are you going to actually come up with a solution to move on from people, places, things, so that you can move forward? Now, a lot of things that you might have a difficult choice to make, like, should I leave this job and start my own business? Then you're worrying about, am I going to have security? Do I have stability? Do I have savings? Do I have, you know what I mean? You're going to have all these questions arise, right? You could also be at a stalemate because you want a new beginning, but you might not know how to go about starting a new beginning. Like, it's looking like, I don't want to live here anymore. I need to move. So how are you going to move, right? So it's like all those questions start flooding your mind. So whatever situation you're going through right now, you're going to have to make a tough call. Okay, but I always say, grab a piece of paper, write down the pros, write down the cons, utilize your discernment, go with your gut and your intuition at all times. It's okay to get, 2 cents from other people that you trust, right? Because sometimes 2 heads are better than 1. They might foresee something that you can't see or hear or whatever have you. So it might help. So some of you guys could be waiting on something here to spark, or waiting for something to come. But don't wait too long to make decisions, okay? You don't want to be in la la land, like stuck on a cloud in a dream on Fantasy Island for too long, okay? So I feel like your mind could be, I don't want to say it's chaos, but there could be so many thoughts. And the reason why your mind could be cluttered with thoughts is because you're not dishing them out. Like, if you have dreams that you're in school, that means there's some information that you need to take out of your mind or from the ethers and bring down here and say it, let it out. Whether that's telling somebody something, whether that's teaching somebody something, whether that's, being honest and transparent about your feelings towards somebody or something. There's something that needs to be said, or somebody needs to know something. You need to teach somebody something. Give them a teaching moment, okay? Because there's some people that you probably recognize there's a lack of unity, which we had the unity card coming out, right? So you could recognize the lack of unity that's around you. Maybe it's in your community, your apartment building, at work, between family, siblings. You just see that they're not coming together. So maybe there's something that that you can say and add to the table to where you can invite unity. You feel like no one really, there's like no team effort going on. It's like no one has the team spirit anymore. Like, everybody's out for themselves. So you feel like you got to kind of be out for yourself. But we have to find a way to like crack the code, I should say, to find the right people that where we can come together with, right? So you have the strength card here as well, and we did pull up the flexibility. So this is all about you know, making sure that people are this is all about making sure you still hold having compassion, being kind, having the strength, and not allowing your ego to control you at this time. This is not the time to be in your ego. Like, this is not time to be like, oh yeah, I'm all that in a bag of chips plus the fat and the grease. You don't know nothing. Like, no, it's the wrong energy to be in. It's the wrong energy. It's like you want to stay a student. They always say the teacher appears and the student is ready, or the student is ready, the teacher appears, or some shit like that. You know that saying, right? So it's kind of like hold your power, okay? Like I said, don't dish it out until you know, okay, you know what? I'm going to show them what I got, okay? Until they're worthy, all right? Because I feel like something is here. A new beginning is coming in for you with these changes, but it's going to be good for you, okay? It's going to be very good. It might be a little, it's like you might not be able to foresee every little detail, but you feel like something's here, okay? You just know it. We have Ace of Wands here with new beginnings, so I really like that. It's also, to me, the go for it card. If you've been kind of confused on whether or not you should do something, this is like saying, like, go for it. You're strong enough. You can do it. You've been through hell and high water. Look where you're at now. You're still standing, right? Maybe your story can inspire other people. Maybe this experience that you went through, that you've healed from, you know, you can help somebody else get through the same thing. Your way of doing things might not, like that same exact way, might not work for somebody else, but at least maybe your story will shift their perspective and give somebody hope into moving forward, upward, and onward, okay? You just never know. I'm not saying go out there and tell your business to everybody, but you know who those people are that maybe you can help, and that'll bring on new opportunities for you. I feel like some new opportunities are coming in. Get creative. What are you guys dabbling into nowadays? Are you getting creative? What are some things that you're working on? Stay active. That's the action card. Ace of Wand. You got a lot of wand energy. So I feel like you guys are trying to take action. Like you're trying to just go. Like you're just trying to do. Which is really good. Okay? Because remember, we got to do opposite of Mars and Cancer is want to be doing right now. That's that energy, like that slumped energy. No, we got to get out of that. So I feel like you guys are, hopefully you guys are really taking care of yourself as far as like personal development. Because think of Ace of Wands, Aries is the first one in the natal chart, right? To be on here. So it's like yourself, like your personality, knowing who you are, your identity. You guys could be switching up like how you look as well to go along with this new character that you could have birthed, you know, this new version of you, I should say. So you're active. I feel like you're going to have success as long as you continue to take action. You have Six of Wands. That's praise, recognitions, rewards, you know, advancing in your career, in your business, gaining money. That's significant progress maybe from where you were before and into where you're going now. Good news. There could be some good news coming in for you as well when you have Six of Wands, like whether from your job, this is like, hey, you get a raise, or hey, we want you at this job over here. It pays a little bit more, so you're going to leave that job and go to this job or something. Or maybe you made enough money now, you've saved enough money to go ahead and, you know, put more money into your business. Or now it's not a side hustle anymore. Now you're like, I'm going to get my LLC, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. You know, whatever that is for you. But there's some respect. You definitely are being validated in other ways that matter to you that are coming up. This is not the end. I feel like this is just the beginning for you here too. Because we do also have Five of Pentacles. It can be the energy of feeling a little bit helpless in a sense. Because, you know, Pisces, you can feel like you're a little bit alone right now at this time too. You could be thinking of that, especially with the moon in Cancer. You could be feeling like if you're a person that, you know, a lot of people you don't resonate with, or they don't resonate with you, or they're just not where you're at mentally, or, you know, they're just not giving you what you need in a sense. So you could want to hide off in like cocoon mode, but then you transmit the energy and turn into, I'm gonna go make some money doing this, I'm gonna go make some money doing that. I feel like whatever hardship, if you are going through one, it's temporary. because 5 is on the way up, okay? And then you also have here 10 of Pentacles. So clearly, don't do anything out of desperation, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Because you have material success coming here. Some of you guys are already feeling that right now. You feel like, okay, things are on the up and up. I got a good paying job right now, or my business is thriving. I'm actually getting people, like clients, customers, whatever it is. It's feeling real good. I got food in the cabinets, in the fridge, in the freezer. You know, my bills are paid. I got gas in the car. Like, it's like content with the simple things, right? Simplicity is at its finest. You know, the more that you show the divine that you're comfortable with having less because you appreciate that, the more they reward you with. I see how that works. It's like now they know that they can trust you with giving you a little bit more money here and there. Think about it like this. If you were to find $100 on the floor right now, okay, and you're like, oh shit, you're looking around like, damn, it's $100. I don't see nobody around. Well, it's mine, I guess, right? So I'm taking it. What is the first thing that you're gonna do? What's that first thought? Boom, that's a test, right? So they're gonna test you. Can we trust you with the $100? Are you gonna multiply that $100 and make 1,000? Or are you gonna spend the $100 and you have nothing to show for it after that? Like, maybe you bought like dinner, or went out to, bought an outfit and, you know, got your hair done, your nails done, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do with it? Then they'll keep showing you, they'll keep giving you lasting wealth, okay, and prosperity. And I feel like for a while now, Pisces, you guys probably have, you were maybe the emotional spender, or, you know, I feel like as time progressed, you started to only purchase things that actually mattered to you, that had substance. Maybe this looks like buying books or courses or things to do as far as with your spirituality and bettering yourself for your health, your mental, your physical well-being, you know, for this avatar that we got to uphold here. Like, maybe you were buying things to do that, and so now you're being rewarded because you weren't just splurging your money and spending it on whatever. You know, you actually maybe shared a little bit too. Maybe you loaned some money out. Maybe you helped somebody go get something that they needed. You know what I'm saying? So if you've been doing that, boom, and working on building your own foundation, helping family achieve some shit or friends achieve some shit, well then bam, you're on the up and up. I feel like maybe some of you guys may have a new job coming in, or a business partner coming in, or you just feel stable right now at this time. The number 10 brings new beginnings, and I feel like Pisces is a long time coming. You got money coming in, you have money coming. Look at the big ass bee in front of my window right now. That's a huge sign. Bees are very good luck. So, major transition within your pinnacles of money. Okay, this is really good. So keep it up. Keep the money growing. Have your money make babies. We all know money is energy. So what kind of energy or relationship do you have with money? I know what's going on right now. Yes. But remember, be a leader. Keep managing what you have going on. Have self-discipline at all times. Trust that you're worthy to have what's coming for you. Good things. Stay ambitious as fuck. Like, just keep going, okay? I don't care if you get 10 likes or 1 like. Somebody's watching your ass. Just keep going, whatever it is that you're tapping into. And even at work, maybe the bosses ain't looking at you like you're of value, but hey, they're going to know when they're going to see it. They're going to show you because you have a 6 of Wands here too. But I feel like you're going to be able to just provide other people with support. And that's a good deal that's coming in for you. So let's see if there's any important dates here. So something up with June and July coming up, guys. Okay, so pay attention to June and July coming up. I definitely feel like there's going to be like a pinnacle there for you. Okay, so mark your calendars for June to July. Isn't that like the start of summer? I feel like this summer you're going to have enough gains to where you can travel. And I recommend traveling this year because next year is going to hit a little different, to say the least. So Pluto hasn't struck in Aquarius that hard yet. So I give it 6 or 7, 8, I say like 8 months, you'll start to see the shifting. And then next year, it's going to be a whole nother world, baby. So if you can, Pisces, get out there and travel, meet new people, new faces. I feel like when you do travel, it's going to be like for a reason, though. It could be like money moves, or going to like a retreat, or meeting the love of your life possibly here, or soul fam, okay? And just remember, you don't need validation from anybody else about what you got going on, period. I like these numbers here too. It's like a new beginning. It's like, here's the change, you're taking it on, you're taking action, and then boom, you will be rewarded. So if you guys do have stuff that you have been working on, oh my God, just, you're in the right energy to be. If you have been dabbling into something, keep going with it, because you could be the new shaker and driver of whatever it is that you're doing right now. That's what Pluto and Aquarius is all about, especially Uranus and Taurus too. You know, like, for example, you know, like, remember when Bitcoin was big, right? Like years ago. So if you were a person that got into Bitcoin when it started, and then boom, it like skyrocketed later on, you received rewards, right? So this is that new cycle again. Maybe grab a platform, like, I don't know, what's that, like Lemonade or Fan Base or something like that, Lemonade, some shit, and just like boom, like maybe you'll be the one that rocks that platform, like you'll be up there, and then everybody later on is gonna be playing catch up. Like there's something, whatever you do, like it's you're gonna be the start of that new era. You're gonna be able to reap those rewards this time around. You're not gonna be behind, you know, trying to play catch up. So keep that in mind. You'll start to see those signs, okay? Let's go ahead and move along. We're going to tap into, let's move to Cancer really quick here, since we do have the moon in Cancer. Hey, Cancers. And we also have Mars in Cancer. So Cancer, whew, this is definitely going to heighten your emotions. Cancer, you're going to be very sensitive to certain people, and I feel like you're going to be a little bit more quiet. But you will voice how you feel on, I feel like you may voice how you feel based on distractions and what's going on. Like, you're going to be very, how should I say this, transparent with your words when you recognize someone's not being loyal. Or, oh, you're welcome, Shakira. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Sabrina, what's up? So, Cancer, I feel like you're going to be, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you're going to be very blunt, I should say, when you're recognizing that things aren't going right, whether this is your personal life, but I feel like it's more like you're going to be talking about what's going on. You could be projecting old wounds towards other people, but also too with what's going on, you're going to be a little bit more upfront and honest. Wherever you're not comfortable, let's just say that. Because Cancer, you want to be comfortable. You want to feel comfort. You want to feel loved. You want to have that space, okay? So you're definitely going to be more around family that you love. You know, if you have kids, if you have a loved one, you're going to feel the urge to really connect with them, because you're looking probably at the outside world as like, ooh, a lot of people ain't got it together. But then I feel like sometimes your shadow kind of wants to play with that energy, and then that's space for you to project on to, you know, what's really not working and where you're not comfortable, or what you're not comfortable with. Some of it might be playful, some of it might be a little serious, but only you will know that. Not everybody will know that unless they know you. So I feel like, you know, you just want to create a sense of home. Like, where is home for you right now? Does home feel like home? Because if it doesn't, then you're going to start making it feel like home. You might buy new things for your home, right? Paying attention to, you know, what belongings you carry right now at this time. You might get more of some things that you like, just so it can feel like a safe space for yourself. You're going to be really diving into that. Also, too, for Cancer, I feel like you're just going to be, Cancers are going to be, you're going to really be paying attention to your own emotions too. I feel like it's going to be like, you won't know it until after. So let's say, for example, you have a conversation with someone and you might have said the wrong thing. You might have acted, Mars and Cancer, on those emotions of how you felt within that moment. And then after the conversation's had, you kind of peep like, oh, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. I don't know why I just did that. Damn. So that might be happening too. So just be careful of that energy, okay? I just feel like Cancer, you're going to have a little bit more opportunities more than anyone right now to do some work, like shadow work, than anybody else, okay? You're going to really feel it, and it's going to really hit you. So just be mindful of your actions, mindful of your words, mindful of the contracts that you're agreeing to signing, okay? Let's pull some cards for Cancer here and see what comes out. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It's like you wanna feel comfort from people, but you might be looking for it in the wrong places. So that can put you in a different energy and a different environment to where you just kind of end up hiding from the world. You might even go hermit, okay? And as I say that, the Hermit card comes out. That's funny as hell. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But some of you guys may feel extremely exhausted, especially if you're Cancer, because we have the Sun in Taurus right now, and then we have with the Moon right now sitting in Cancer, but also Mars in Cancer. If you guys have been feeling like lethargic, taking a little bit more naps more than normal, it's like, it's not only you, Cancer, but a lot of us are probably feeling some sort of fatigue, and the reason being is because the jobs and occupations that all of us hold now, most of us work from home, or we have our little hustles going on, and we don't do the same things that we used to do. A lot of us are not as active like we used to be, and so this avatar, this body, needs to be a little bit more active. It's like more of like sitting or walking, or we're just not doing as much as we used to, right, for the last few years. And so with this energy that's going on, we could probably only last maybe like, I would say like 3 to 5 hours doing the same activity, and then we feel tired, then we feel fatigued. So it's not just you, but I feel like you guys are going to be feeling a little bit more than the average person, because we already kind of feel like that. So it's all about making sure that you're hydrating yourself, fruits, spring water, whatever you need to do to, get active and get out of your emotions. I'm not saying don't feel anything, but you don't want to stay there for too long, okay? Because you might sit there and like, you know what? Screw everybody. I'm going to go in my little like bubble. I'm just going to do what I want to do. That's hermit energy. So, but I feel like too, when you do go into hermit energy, you're probably going to seek wisdom, from your higher self, or spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. They're probably going to tell you something anyways. They're probably going to give you the message, just like I'm giving you, like, we're not going to do that, but I feel like also too, you're seeking for that within other people as well, okay? Now, solitude is never a bad thing. If you're a person that you can stand being alone, good for you. But I feel like with this energy right now, you're kind of like, I'm not saying you're seeking attention, but you want to just feel comfortable. You just want to feel a little bit nurtured. Some of you guys might even want to feel touch, like physical touch, more than ever right now. But I feel like some of you guys are close to achieving something right now at this time as well, okay? Very, very close here. Some of you guys may have fallen out of love with something that you've done. You're not happy, or you could be repressing emotions from someone that, you could have loved. It's like you can't turn love off, right? But it's like you could have loved someone and then something could have happened where it's like they left your cup empty, so your chalice is no longer full. So that leaves you kind of sad, right? It's kind of like you got to start over again. Like, now who do I want to talk to? Who do I want to, engage with? Like, who really wants me for me? Like, you're looking for a deeper meaning now, something deeper. So this could cause you to overindulge. Why? Because you're going after your desires. So you have to find a nice level of control there, so you don't let your desires overpower the things that you really need right now at this time. That can really happen to you, okay? But get selfish with your energy. You know, not everyone deserves to have your time and energy. I feel like you need to don't neglect yourself. I feel like you can get lost real fast, Cancer, right now. You can be in a sense of where, I don't want to say this word, but it's like people can look at you as like being fake woke, but you want to like, because you're kind of drowning in your, you could be drowning in emotions and stuff and playing from the past, okay? And that's just opportunities for shadow work, okay? You got to forgive people and move on. You got to just move on, okay? I feel like here you just need to converse, maybe have those uncomfortable conversations with people, express yourself. Don't just talk to yourself. I mean, it's good if, you know, to journal and things of that nature, to really reflect and stuff like that. But if you can't talk to the source, let them know how you really feel, or else you're going to be projecting on other people. It's like going to be having conversations, you're going to be projecting. It's the slightest thing that you can say, but it can hurt someone else's feelings. That's the energy that you're in right now, Cancer. Your words can really hurt others, okay? So 4 sword energy, that's like really like battling, withdrawing, it's kind of negative energy, tired, restless, you're over it in a sense. So what do you do when someone's tired and you're still up? It's like you involve yourself in things where you just don't censor yourself. You just don't really care. And then you kind of can go back. So you need to recuperate. You really need to rest. You really need to recover from whether it's past wounds or whether it's something that happened yesterday. Just recover, like make sure you're getting a lot of rest. I feel here there could be some things that you can learn. Maybe transmute that energy into learning something or discovering something about yourself here with this Page of Pentacle energy. There could be an opportunity for you to you know, make some money in another way, you know. I feel like that's here, but you got to be enthusiastic about it. You got to really want it. How bad do you really want it? Are you inspired? Does it motivate you? Is it something that you want to tap into? So you have some good news coming in about money or your career or something within your home life. I just have to say, just don't be in this promiscuous shadow energy. Don't let your shadow overpower you right now at this time, because you can easily just overindulge and then not work on yourself and not do your rituals and not do what you should be doing on a daily, and then you kind of just get lost in the sauce and all the fuckery and the dancery starts coming out, and then boom, it's like you don't want that. You don't want those results, right? So just find what makes you whole, what makes you content, and really try and open up this new chapter for you. I see travel coming in for you. You do have the World card here as well. So there is going to be something that is coming to a completion here. This could be with another person, or this could be something that you have worked on for so long that you just completed. It's like victory, finally, I actually did it. So whatever you've been working on, you probably already have recognized that you worked on that. I'm not sure if you did, but you could be in celebration mode, which opens up a new chapter for you, which is really good. I like that. So there are some wins here. 21 equals 3. So some wins that you can actually celebrate, which is really good. So that's where you can get out and socialize. I feel like you have to appreciate the small wins and really show that you actually care about, you know, it's the little things. If you're paying attention to those small, minute details, you're going to start to gain the bigger wins. So staying humble about what you have going on right now, I think that'll help you get out of the energy, the hermit energy. I think that'll help you get out of like being in this promiscuous energy. I think that'll help you with not overindulging in things that you know aren't great for you, because you can really repress your emotions, but find a way to create an outlet for yourself, whether you're a singer, a dancer, a writer. You know, there's something that you need to do to express all of that, to get it out, okay? Just keep going though. I see grand things happening for you. Some dates to be aware of here is December, okay? Something marks very clear here in December for you. So mark that down. December is going to be something huge for you here, okay? So that's the message for you, Cancer. Let's go ahead. We're going to tap into, who do we have? Scorpio, last but not least. So Scorpio, let's see what we have here. What are my downloads for Scorpio? Scorpio. So Scorpio, for you, you're going to be, hey Scorpios, you're going to be, how do I say this? Your instincts are going to be on point. Like, you're just going to know. And not saying that you don't already know, you're just going to know. Like, it's kind of like, you know, when someone uses like a radio or something and you radio in something, it's like you're going to have that bat signal on point. It's like right off the bat, you're going to be able to read people, read situations. It's like you can see things play out. Now, the thing about it, this is a double-edged sword because you kind of have to be careful with this energy, Scorpio, because you can create scenarios or in your mind of how something's going to play out. So you already have a way that you're going to react because you think this is how something's going to play out. And it can actually play out, I don't want to say super opposite, but different than what you thought. And so you can kind of set yourself up in a situation you don't want to be in. So you kind of have to utilize your discernment on that. I would just say let things play out. But I feel like you're going to be in this protective kind of a nature. Now, you can either really help people out if you can foresee some things right now, like help your friends and family and even yourself right now because you can foresee something that can happen, or you can really cause major destruction. So depending on how you're vibrating, as far as are you in the higher octave or the lower octave of Scorpio right now, okay? You can either feel like you can be a person that's very defensive right now, or you can be a person that is very, like I said earlier, just very protective of your friends and your family right now. It's like you can come across as like helping them, you know, you just want to see them win, but you don't end up being a detriment. You don't want to be a detriment to them just based off of, you know, your instincts and your protective nature. It's going to be heightened for you right now. Also too, I feel like here you're definitely going to be more inclined to try and control how you feel. You're really good about that anyways. You really don't like telling people how you feel. But right now, since the moon is in Cancer and Mars is in Cancer, you might be wanting to act on those feelings, okay? So if you're really thinking about someone or something, you really want to talk to them or say something, but you know you can, or you don't even want to open the can of worms, you don't even want to do that, find an outlet. You need an outlet too. So you can be very influential right now. You can really help somebody at this time. Or you can be a detriment. It's like, what do you want to do? But you don't want to be so protective to where, I should say it like this. You don't want to be so protective to where you don't allow someone to learn a lesson. Like, you can't jump in the fire and save everybody, Scorpio. You kind of got to let people live, and they got to learn their lesson. Now, if you foresee like death or something crazy, I mean, of course, say something, but if you see a situation where it's like, you know what, you got to let that person kind of go through those motions because maybe there's something that they need to learn for themselves, or they need to see something happen in 3D to believe something or to move on from something. So just kind of, you know, be easy with that. Just be careful with that, okay? Let's pull for Scorpio. Let's see what we have, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's the message? Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. Overall, for all water signs, you guys just need to be very balanced with your emotions and everything. Okay. So Scorpio, we do have here, boom, as I say that, see, we have the sun in reverse here. So that could be with sun and moon reverse. Oh my goodness. There could be a little bit of confusion going on. What is going on with my Scorpios right now? Are we confused about something? Are we uncertain about something? Scorpios, I feel like here there's something that maybe you feel a little bit weak about. Is it something that, like, information you don't know? Maybe you guys feel a little bit disoriented or some sort, or there's something that I just feel like more so with this energy that's on the spread here, it just seems like you have something that you haven't tapped into. Like, you haven't been able to see how far you can go with something. You haven't been able to reveal to yourself that you can do A, B, and C. It's just all about the action portion. Are you more just thinking about it? I feel like, did you just lose enthusiasm to take action on something? Are you in more of like an arrogant, cocky kind of an energy? Like, where are we at here? Because we got the moon in reverse too. Some type of deception going on. Did someone around you deceive you? Or do you feel like you had like a lack of judgment with somebody that you could be dealing with possibly? I'm not sure. I feel like something has surfaced for you, okay? Maybe you're feeling that right now, especially with Moon in Cancer. You know, maybe there's pressure, okay? This could be like, for example, let's say you have a mentor, or let's say a coworker or a family member or your loved one or your partner is putting a lot of pressure on you to, let's say you, like, it looks like, you know, if you don't have a job, you know, just give you an example of what this pressure looks like. You don't have a job. I'm the only one kind of doing anything. They're really nice about it. They're not mean or anything, but they're just being honest. Like, it's kind of hard right now. I wish you had a job. I wish, you know, you had an income to help me out right now. But, you know, everything's like working out, but it's just like, now you feel like, fuck, like I need to do something. Like, I need to like do something. Is it too late for me to do something? And that could be why you have this untapped potential. You haven't unlocked it or haven't tapped into seeing how far you can go with something, whether this is starting a business or whether this is getting out there, going for that, you know, job that you always wanted or career you always wanted. You know, there's something there that you haven't, that looks trippy. I cannot look at that. Hold on. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Sorry, I had to take that off. Is there something that you're like you haven't tried to do but you've been dying to do and you just haven't done it because you doubt yourself? Are you reassessing something? So I feel like here you need to put your priorities in order, find some solutions to whatever issues or problems that you have right now, so that you can take the pressure off of you. Because I feel like any moment now, especially with Mars in Cancer, and what we have going on, you could just burst. Like, you could just burst out if you're not achieving something. I feel like you could be questioning, like, am I in the right direction? Am I where I'm supposed to be going? Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? It's like people could have expectations of you, like high expectations, and you're not maybe upholding them. Or maybe you just have high expectations for yourself. Now, remember, Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces. Were you living in la la land with illusions of not doing anything for the last couple of years, and you're just kind of stuck now because you didn't tap into anything and it's kind of late for you to really start anything? Do you feel like that? Is that what's going on right now? Now that you've chosen to take reality in 3D, like, head on, like, now you're like, okay, I'm gonna do something, you know, like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I mean, what is it? Because I feel like here, you know, this Queen of Swords in reverse is Ice Queen. Y'all know what the Ice Queen is. So you can be very overcritical of other people. You can be judging other people because you're not where you want to be. You could be projecting. Or you can just be kind of overbearing. It's like, I don't care how much knowledge you have or how many skills you have. If you're not utilizing your skills or utilizing that knowledge and turning it into wisdom, what are you really doing? You know? Because that Queen of Sword energy is like the high and mighty superior snob kind of an energy, but like, you're not doing anything, you know, if this is you. This could be a negative influence from someone else too that's around you. This could be a mother figure. This could be your lover, you know what I'm saying? And it's pouring into your energy and causing you frustration. So I'm just being real here, okay? So I just see this as like, you just have to kind of manage your emotions, right? First, before you take any actions, because you don't want to take action off of emotion. So manage your emotions, really build the strength up to be that leader that you are, that I know you are, Scorpio, and be strong. You have very strong social skills. You can really, like, you know, take the draws off anybody. You can sell air, but it's all about you being professional. It's all about you being creative. It's all about showing the artist that you are, you know, bringing whatever it is that you have to the table in a calm manner. Because I feel like there are so many people that will be willing to work with you. So many rewards. I feel like once people know what you got going on, they're gonna be like, okay, I got this, I got that. So sometimes it's all about not what you know, it's about who you know too. You may know a lot, but you also know a lot of people. So it's like, this person does this person does that, this person does this. So you might have to be like an esoteric vampire in a sense if you haven't gotten anything done, and might, you know, have to use what they got and their knowledge that they have to get you on this platform so that they can give you praise and put your gifts and ideas and things of that nature out to the forefront. So you might have to play that role, is what it looks like right now. You know, teamwork, collabing with someone, conversing with them, having business partners, and tapping into what's meaningful for you. Because I feel like, I don't know if you lost somebody or someone, or you could be mourning over another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. You could be grieving the loss of someone. My condolences if you are. I know that's not easy. And that could have maybe caused you not to have motivation. Or maybe you know, it could be a love relationship, or you broke up with someone, you had to move away, or, you know, you had to travel to a whole new state. It could be something of that sort. That could be why, like, it could be hard for you. It's kind of like you had something going, and then it kind of like you really didn't take action, and then it's like, here you are now. Or when you were taking action, maybe the type of action you were taking was, I would say, it wasn't in the right direction, because maybe you weren't really fulfilled and coming out of space of love within yourself. So I feel like things started to cause a delay, because you have Seven of Cups here in reverse. So it's kind of like you had all these choices, or you had all these people or different things going on, but it's like you weren't able to really necessarily fill their cup. Instead of water, maybe it was air, if you want a visual. It ended up really not amounting to anything. But then I also feel like there's like some hidden wisdom behind all of this. You have a lot of tests. You could have been tested back and forth. Maybe you're holding some secrets. Maybe there's some things that you need to get out. This could be some personal challenges too that you could have gone through, or maybe just went through another spiritual awakening, another shift where it's like things were good and then they went boom. Things were good and they went boom. So yeah, I just feel like you have a really heavy heart right now, and there's some things that you may need to release. You know, maybe do some journaling, meditations, or find a hobby, or if you can't, talk to that source or whatever it is. I just feel like there needs to be something you need to release. You need to let go of something. You need to progress. You need to reassess, especially during retrograde. Do all the words, reorganize, reassess, readjust, recuperate, you know, whatever you need to do during this time. Some people could even be coming back to you. I feel like you can have a new beginning, but it's all up to you and the action that you take. Are you willing to take action? And also, are you willing to let some people go, or let things go that no longer serve you, and move forward? Because I see it's like major new beginnings here can really be adjusted for you. I see that. But you have to utilize your intellect and your knowledge and turn it into wisdom and take action. You also have to, like, it's never too late. Don't let anybody tell you it's ever too late. You can still live a simplistic life, and you can still transform, right? Remember earlier, and it's all about being flexible so that you can thrive. Okay? So what is it that you want for yourself? Yeah, you could be just all in your head. Queen of Sword energy is that air energy. You could be in your mind saying all this too. like your thoughts. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you think about the most, that turns into an action. And that's where your energy flows. I'm not saying they're good or bad. You know, everyone's different, but you got to fill your cup up first before you can fill anybody else's up. Right? So let me get some significant dates for you. Let's see here. I'm getting October. Yeah. Between October, November, and December, I feel like there's going to be a major shift for you there. So mark that in your calendar, Scorpio. I feel like maybe that's when things are going to start to be smooth for you, like on a consistent basis, whether that's money, love, career, mental, physical, emotional. I feel like that's when you're going to be thriving, and that's around your birthday too. So all right, guys, that is the spread for today. I appreciate everyone that was live with me. Thank you so much for everyone that continues to watch my channel. I definitely appreciate all your guys' love, your likes, your shares, and your commentary. It lets me, you know, it keeps me going, hearing from you guys. Say your sweet comments and things that you have to say, especially in the DMs on Instagram and on my TikTok. You guys are awesome. Yeah, always let me know if there's any specific questions you have that you want me to bring to the forefront, things that you've been wondering, that you want to hear my perspective about, or my knowledge that I know. So DM me on Instagram or Twitter. Those are the best places. If there's some video that you want me to discuss, I can record it and talk about it. Just let me know, you guys, okay? I'm also revamping my other channel too, so got some goodies coming in. So don't forget to smash the subscribe button, click the bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.